Very warm good afternoon, guys. All the passionate people here. I'm very happy that you are here and I'm here meeting you guys. So I'm Abhishek Sasidharan, the founder and CEO of Viz Europa Passion Research and Development Center. So we all came here by cars or bikes, right? So what do you think one of the most innovative inventions when it comes to the whole humankind? I would call it wheels. That is the wheels, what we go for two-wheelers or three-wheelers or four-wheelers. We all have cars and bikes, right? So what about remembering that guy who found the first wheel? We don't know who that is. But I'm very sure that his parents would have thought that he's very crazy, right? Because he was talking about finding a wheel and rotating it so that we can transport goods and everything. So everybody would have thought that he's a crazy guy. But look at his vision now. His invention or his innovation has changed the humankind into something better. That is exactly happening with a lot of companies right now, because let us take all the important companies in India, all around the world. I find that every concepts were very difficult to convey in the beginning. They all struggled, even though their vision was very clear. So that is how important ideas are when it comes to making success happens, right? So ideas change everything. So do you think that ideas is the only thing which actually changes or transforms everything? Any other guesses? Because I don't think anybody is here without ideas. Show me one person without ideas. If you go out and walk out to the street, I find that every single person will have one idea, maybe as a form of a successful idea, maybe in the form of a failed idea, or maybe in the form of unexecuted ideas, or maybe in the form of progressive ideas. So there are ideas in every mind. But then why the world is not changing into something so amazing, or why all the ideas are not getting transformed? There is one more factor which is transforming the whole thing, which is transforming the whole world. Any guesses? I would like to get guesses from you. Any guesses other than ideas, which is together working with ideas?
Well,
I would call it passion. Because passion changes everything. Being a CEO of the world's first passion research and development center, I am so passionate about passion. I have even tattooed the word passion twice in my body. One is here and one is here. Because I'm so mad and excited about the word called passion. Because passion changes everything. I find passion so exciting. I have done a lot of research in passion in my 9 years of my career as a company owner. In terms of researching about passion, I find that all the greatest people were passionate about what they are doing. They really loved what they were doing. They were amazingly, they put out all their interest and energy into that single thing or many things. And that is why they are successful. So here, being a CEO of a Passion Research and Development Center, I have a contradicting factor. Passion is such an overrated word. Believe me, passion is an overrated word. A lot of people actually talk about passion, passion, passion. But do they really know what is the meaning of passion? Most of the passion coaches kind of start talking. Okay, passion to business, passion to profession. Do they really know what they are actually talking about? Because they are using the first key for the last lock. I'm repeating it. They're using the first key to the last lock. Because it is a journey. A lot of stages are involved in that journey, right? Being successful or being happy, being peaceful is a big journey. And I believe a lot of stages, and passion is the only first stage. I'm not telling it is not important, but it is such an overrated word. People expect a lot from it. So the first stage is about struggles. The passion, the word meaning itself in Latin means suffering. The passion in Latin meaning is suffering. It is used as a tool to go through your struggles. For example, if you're going through a forest, you have to use a knife or an axe to cut off all the bushes and forest in front of you so that the way ahead you is much more easier. Not necessarily making sure that your results are granted. So results have to be made in another way. That is another path. You have to work differently for that. But passion is a very good tool in order to make sure that you love what you do. You love the cause, what you're expecting to see in as a reality. Maybe as an idea which is there in your mind, but again, sooner or later, you want it to be happening in the real world. So I believe one more thing is that passion is not an outside thing. Passion is not at all an outside thing. It's an inside feeling what you have to know about yourself. The more and more you understand yourself, the more and more you will be amazed by the factor how beautiful this journey is. So let me explain. Because passion has 4 components. I would repeat it, passion has 4 components. That is, first one is skills, second one is talents, third one is knowledge, fourth one is imagination. What are these 4? Everybody has these 4. The skills are the innate abilities that you learn with your practice or experience or any sort of, your practice makes it like you will be very good at your skills. And then comes the talents. That is the innate abilities which is natural to you by birth. Everybody has these 2, right? Some of the skills and some of the talents. And then comes the knowledge, which is the education or the information, what you gathered through your life or your education or your experience, so that you have a good amount of information about several factors in this world. Then comes the imagination or creativity. That is the factor which helps you to think out of the box. Everybody has this 4. Believe me, everybody sitting here has these 4. It doesn't mean that my 4 factors are your 4 factors. The blend, the intensity, everything differs, right? Your skill can be communication skill. My talent can be communication skills. And the other person's can be different. So the point is about understanding these 4 factors of yours and moving further and using it everywhere, wherever you can actually use it. For example, if you know this factor is yours, these 4 factors, you can apply it in any area of your life. Let it be your personal life, let it be your work life, let it be your inner peace, let it be your financials. This is just a tool to focus and do hard work so that you don't mind doing the better or the better work. So for more years, I think in India, all the students, at least some years before, right now there is a lot of options. For a lot of years, India had all the students were expected by their parents within 3 options. Either a doctor, either an engineer, or a failure. Am I right? Because every parents wanted their child to become a doctor or an engineer. And if they are not listening to that, they want them to be a failure, because that is how they will become, right? Because that is what the support they get, that is what the spirits that what they get. So throughout this, I was unfortunately or fortunately, my parents were not like that. My parents were like, didn't have any clue about what my son should take. And thankfully, it was my sole responsibility. Sad story it is, because I didn't have an opportunity to blame my parents for taking engineering degree. I took it myself. And I studied hard. Sorry, there is a grammatical mistake. I studied hardly so that I got year back and I got 22 areas out of 24 papers. So this was my story. In second year, I was stuck with 22 areas out of 24 papers and a year back. And that is the time I read 2 books. That is The Alchemist and The Power of Subconscious Mind. That 2 books actually changed my mind, because that is exactly, I started seeing the world in a very different way. I found it like, since then, I passed my exams, I cleared my arrears, I got a campus placement before 4th year, and then I joined a Dubai company in engineering. I really started working hard. I started making accomplishments in a dreamy way in a short span of time. That is when I decided that there is a much more course or much more vision to my journey than just being an engineer. That is when I started my company. So this is my journey. I believe that everybody in this world, the biggest issue what this world is actually facing is lack of passion. Because everybody is not loving what they do. Either they are not able to do what they love, and for that reason, they are not able to love themselves, and a lot of frustrations is overflowing. That's it. So the point is to understand these 4 factors, 4 components in yourself, apply it anywhere, master it, because the love, what you apply everywhere, that is what going to change everything, make miracles and transformations. One of the biggest quote or inspiring thought process by a billionaire, which inspired me, is he told a wonderful statement. That is, it's not about becoming a billionaire. It's about becoming the person who made that billions. It started striking my mind a lot, because he was like ready to throw out that billions, because the all hard work what he did was in order to make that billions so that he will be capable of making it again and again. So the person he became, the kind of resources you used to become that person, this is all that matters. I get inspired by people who do more things within limited resources. That is how I get inspired. And when it comes to this journey, I have another point when it comes to what are the 7 types of passion. Because I hear a lot of stories. I'm passionate for acting, I'm passionate for dancing, I'm passionate for business, I'm passionate for coding. So these all are unnecessary arguments because these all are subcategories of the main categories of passion. We shouldn't understand or recognize ourselves or our passions into an activity or a job role because passion is a feeling. Earlier I said you, right? Like it's about understanding that 4 qualities inside you and applying it anywhere. So passion is not an activity, passion is not a job role, it's about that feeling so that you can apply it anywhere. So there are 7 kinds of passion. I want you to actually listen to this very importantly because these 7 kinds of passion is what you need to have in a balance so that you can know what you are heading towards to. So the first passion is passion for creativity. Second one is passion for physical activities. Third one is passion for intellectual development. Fourth one is passion for human connections. Fifth one is passion for spirituality. Sixth one is passion for entrepreneurship. And seventh one is passion for purpose driven. So what are these 7? The first one is, of course, the creative passion. You are using your artistic passions in order to make sure your creative side of yours is being used in a wonderful way. You deliver or create something out of the blue in terms of dancing, acting, or anything. You need to have that because those all are creative passions. You need to make sure that you're creative all the time. Second one comes the physical passions because that is when your body is getting into your full potential because everybody is being gifted with a body which is like doing all the job even though your mind is stronger or weaker. So you need to make sure that your body is very much stronger or healthier. So make sure that you have physical passions. And third one, it is about intellectual passion. Start reading, start gathering information, start gathering knowledge. So that is how you actually become a better person. Fourth one is human connections. It's about teaching, training, counseling, a give and take between humans. Because right now we are actually doing that. We are actually having human connections here. So you need to have a human connections passion. Whether let it come to learning, let it come to training, let it come to teaching, anything. Then comes passion for spirituality. That's about seeking from the universe, like maybe meditation, prayers, or whatever methodology you use. But again, you need to connect it spiritually. And then comes the passion for purpose-driven. You need to make sure that you're volunteering. A lot of activities, being a philanthropic when it comes to giving, delivering a lot without expecting anything. Then comes, what did I miss? I think we missed the entrepreneurship. Yeah, the entrepreneurship is something which enables you to make sure that you have all the talents in order to scale up any venture. You're putting out your all energy so that you can make something which is making an impact in the world. These are the 7 types of passions. So now I want to tell you something. I have told you what are the, what is passion and how do you actually follow your passion or how do you recognize your passions. But now I'm going to tell you that why is it important to follow your passion? Why is it dangerous if you don't follow your passion or if you don't recognize or you don't actually go in that pathway? Because when a passion is not being recognized or you are not in that pathway, you all are energy balls. You have a lot of energy inside you. We all, if we are not investing this outside in another area, or we are not learning or giving on a constant basis, our energies will be ultimately invested in ourselves in a self-centric way. That will be completely devastating. Because what exactly happens is you feel useless, you feel empty, you will feel like you're not doing anything to this world. You're living a useless life. That is why you need to have a passion and fruitful life. One more philosophy which I want to add here is having the 5 pillars of success. Because these 5 pillars are very much important when it comes to making everybody's journey important. Because everybody has these 5 factors. One is family, one is friends, one is health, wealth, and a satisfying career. I'll repeat it. Family, friends, health, wealth, and a satisfying career. How does it matter? This is not at all in an order. I'm not telling that, okay, this is the order, first one is family or anything. I'm trying to tell you that this is a balance which you need to have. And when I said this in another speech, one student, a brilliant student asked me, so sir, what if I'm orphan? I don't have a family, so I can't be happy? So I told him, see, look at the definition of family, what I'm giving you. Family is not the direct blood relation, what I'm talking about here. Family is anybody who is happy with your growth. Anybody in this world who is happy with your growth, they are their family. And you need to have that in a balance. Second one is friends. Friends are not those who you actually party with or drink with or have a lot of joyful time. It's about those people whom you can have a very free talk. You can talk anything to them. You don't have any cover, when you're speaking with them. So that is what makes the difference. Third one, it is about health. And one student asked me, so what if I'm handicapped? I can't be happy? So I told him, it's not about the physical health I'm talking here. It's about the mental health. It's about your ability to think positively for others, think positively for yours, and think positively for the world. When you're thinking that way, ultimately, amazing things will happen to you, because that is how the law of manifestation and law of attraction, which actually tells you. So you need to be very much positive when it comes to anything. And the fourth one is about wealth. Remember, I didn't talk the word money. There is a lot difference between money and wealth, because money is just the cash or the account money what you have. But again, wealth is something which you gathered. Any money generating system is wealth. Maybe your friend can be a wealth, your family can be a wealth, a building can be a wealth, a successful business what you created can be wealth. So these all are mixed up concepts, but you need to define it very clearly. And the fifth one is very important, which we are talking about all this time, a satisfying career. A satisfying career is what gives you the ultimatum, because if you're not really enjoying what you do, because 60% of the time you're going to spend in your karma area. No matter what happens, whatever you do, you're going to spend your 60% of your time in your career zone. So if that is not something which you really enjoy, do you think that you're going to enjoy your life? So make sure that that is something which is a cause which you love. I really want you guys to pick up that way. That is the thing which I want to talk about passion. And believe me, anybody, if we are not self-voluntarily sacrificing things, the world is about self-voluntary sacrificing. Anyhow, the universe will make you sacrifice, whether it is self-voluntarily you sacrificing or forcefully you're sacrificing. That is what makes the difference. So be ready to give out. Be ready to learn. Let's gain together. Let's lose together. We all are one, because I believe this is a higher consciousness. And if we all are working towards to making a society where everybody is doing what they love, I think that is the best thing we can actually ever do, because all the mishappenings, including terrorism, murders, cheating, anything in this entire world is happening because nobody is really loving what they do. And as a result, they don't love others as well. So if everybody is busy doing what they love and they are making an impact in the society, I think that is the best we can actually do to the society, which can cure almost all the illness of the society, of the world. So I want you guys to be passionate. Don't take passion as the main area. Instead, look towards purpose, because if you don't know your purpose, passion is going to guide you there. So it is only about putting that late night hours, being able to work hard, making sure that you're not giving up, making sure that you're learning the latest new trends in that industry, no matter what. You are always ready to learn for that or struggle for that. That is exactly what is going to happen. So I wish you all a good luck. I want you all guys to be very passionate in life and be purposeful. And that's all I want to tell. So be passionate. Thank you so much. It's Abhishek Sasidharan.